skill might have got you here, but it's not going to get you any farther. So, I mean, sloppy execution can often be seen in these move-up teams, and now we're on a map that is a developing meta, so there's a chance for individual skill on pick strategies that'll work out, but it's still, I mean, it makes it a lot more CT-sided than it potentially should be if you don't have execution on this map.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Was I getting a little wide there of the mark?
I think I got a good idea of what you were talking about, but I mean, one thing we do need to say, this team affNity, we mentioned at the beginning of the cast, they're these giant killers. Their past week, they were 8-2 across 2 leagues. They lost to Ace Gaming, that was on this Cobblestone, and they also lost to Keedstar, so no surprise there. But they beat CLG twice. They beat LG. You know, they've had some good wins. They beat LG in Overpass. They beat Liquid as well and Tempo Gaming, so they have some big wins, just not able to really be consistent. And what you can say about this squad, with the addition of Abe and Arya, they've got some additional firepower. They've got some experience to work with. They've got, you know, positive voices kind of helping them out in the right direction.
Well, that's one thing. Again, talking about that move up to feel back to the point, again, kind of a loose point that I made, but that'll help them a lot in that transition, just having that experience, like you said. So we'll see if that pays off. Again, consistency the key, like you mentioned. It is going to be a recovery season for them, but take the experience from them, build as a roster, and potentially be a threat next year, because they've already shown they can get those wins if the opportunity presents itself. So we'll start things off with affNity on the CT side, and it's going to be a full-on A push right now from mouseSpaz. They want to desperately get inside this site. Slow down a little bit as Imp's up. He wants to be the imposter on the site. You see what I did there, Lex? I brought your joke all the way back in. Paulie finds the first kill. Arya goes down. Jason R, though, slides off the site, drops over the wall. He'll get the response frag as Zek now finds Fox. Jason R, he wants to do more damage, but he's not going to do it. It's all going to be on Zek. Davey, though, comes back over. Abe manages to pick up 2 before that, so that's the last kill. They bring it right back, and affNity, they'll take their time. Okay, he'll just go ahead and troll a little bit. Thanks, Davey. But he'll get the defuse.
Yeah, what a hectic pistol round. Trades all across the board on that take into the A site. But Davey does win that one-on-one, and that's a name that we should have brought up. Davey's one of those guys that was pretty dominant in Premier. I think he was one of the top 3 leaders statistically in Premier last season. You know, he's kind of got a little bit of a name building for himself in the tier 2 of North American scene, and he's got a lot of talent. He's utilized as their lurker, so that's something we'll have to look forward to, where he decides to lurk, maybe over towards drop, where we see a lot of lurk play going on throughout this throughout the rounds of this map.
And they're all going to rush it over. Again, they go down. Davey holding on the windowsill. From chat to the game, Zek gonna take him down though, and now Fox does respond, but Imp's got a shot as he finds 2, and this will open up the site because there's no one left. They have to go for the retake on affNity's side. Luckily, Jason R is able to find Fruit, and it's a very low Impasta that comes back out as he'll get dropped, and Imps can't do anything. Arya takes Zek.
I love that you still struggle with that name.
Shh, I was trying to cover it up that time.
Nah, I'm not letting you get away with it tonight.
I'm over here grinning.
We're gonna teach you how to speak English tonight.
No,
don't worry.
I want to learn French. I want to learn Romanian, actually. Man, Tinder only got me so far when I can only talk to half the girls.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. That would definitely be a struggle. You should have had, like, Google Translate up on your laptop or something. But actually, with those 2 bomb plants in the first 2 rounds, that wasn't a very big committal of resources in the second round, and mouseSpaz still was able to get 3 kills. So they buy here Zek, the AWPer for mouseSpaz. He's had some great rounds this season. He picks up an AWP, 4 AKs, and full utility to behind him as well. This is a very, very strong buy. All 5 members of mouseSpaz waiting behind the smoke towards B, and Abe being a little bit risky, walking behind it, trying to get into position before the hit comes in.
And the Fox is in the support role. That's a common smoke spot, though, but they haven't lobbed one over yet from mouseSpaz's side. And Abe, he'll get 2 before they even get through the smoke. He has to switch to the pistol. 20 bullets only in that A1, but he uses it well. And Fox, there it is, holding that second angle. He'll find Fruit. His demise. He manages to put 2 players into their demise. It's Abe and Fox, the 2 players that did all the work that eventually do go down, but their job's done. They've done more than enough as it's a 1-on-3. Demise does have the bomb, but he doesn't have a lot of room to work. They've already all rotated over. They know exactly where he is. Best case scenario, back down the hall to save the gun. Looks like he's manning up, though. He doesn't want to do that. He's going to take the... Actually, that's confusing. He drops in and then decides he wants to get out of there. And Arya catches him on the play, so... affNity go 3-0.
Yeah, what a defense by Abe there behind that box. Great sequence from him. And he even... He played it well. Even when he ran out of ammo, he played it a little bit more patiently, let some players commit to trying to trade him off, and he had a crossfire set up with a teammate, so a good defense from affNity there. And also, even in that 3-on-1, that could have been a dangerous situation where that last AK-47 on Demise, he had the angle, that wide over on that B platform, gives him some good shots if they're able to peek, but played it very passive, and now Fox is in danger of getting overrun, but he's got Jason R in danger who sprays down too. He falls. They do salvage that rifle. And coming up mid and coming up these A-Halls, they're just going to get mowed down from afar by affNity. Nice round from Fox. 3 kill on his part.
So affNity looking solid to start things off. mouseSpaz, we haven't really seen much of what they're going to do because they've only got guns out once. They'll bring them out again here. But their B entry just got completely shut down before they even got through that initial smoke. It was really good play from Abe in that position, so hopefully they've got something up their sleeve to make this work. They're going to go back toward A this particular round. It's Jason R who's playing solo in danger to get the information. Davey went over initially to throw out that early smoke. He didn't actually... Okay, it does land. He does land that off in the connector now. He'll fall back over. That leaves 3 smokes on the B site, by the way. So it does give them a lot more delay potential, but Davies realized that's not where they are at all, as does Jason. He'll find Fruit. Demise goes back, though. Brings us back to within 1. The difference is Jason the only one to drop so far on the defensive side, though, so still affNity has the advantage. Arya still peeking out at long B right now, just to see if anyone's going to hang around in that lurk potential position right now. Imp's just going to crawl up danger. Davey has to play a passive angle. He has to be forced off this, and he gets spotted up, but he still makes the shot. Imsta goes down, so Davey holding on well. And now they've got it for a 2-man advantage. Demise very low with only 38 HP left, and although there's 50 seconds left on the clock, they haven't really made much potential movement on the map because they haven't got around the corners yet. They will here as Davey's given it up. But wisely so. He's already found his 2 picks. He'll be able to fall and just hold when they cross. They do have to smoke up, though.
This is I like this adjustment by him and Fox, by David Smocks working together. Demise gets lit up in a nice nade. He anticipates the movement of Demise and drops him with a nicely placed HE. Now it's just Zach with that AWP. Hasn't even taken a shot with it yet, but he does find Abe coming out of the double doors, trying to rotate over to that A site. Bombs down right in front of him. He's getting flanked out, but he's not prepared for it. Fox takes him down. But I like that play by Fox and Davey where they did so much damage over towards the A-Halls and then they both grouped up in mid, and that gave support to Fox to carefully push up into connector, get the information, see nobody there, and counter flank in those A-Halls. Very well done by him coming up through danger. But a great round from Davey.
Now buy down to 0 on mouseSpaz's side this time. They do have a full money bonus working in their favor, obviously at 5-0. But they've got to get some execution going, and we said, well, I guess you said affNity, they're the giant killer. They've got a lot of potential, and consistency's been the key, but they're starting off well here. mouseSpaz can't do anything, and around the corner again they go, and Arya's already in position. They don't get there quick enough. That's a spot where T's can actually beat the CTs to that position based on spawns. And if you rush it to at least get some establishment over there, it can pay off. The smoke obviously will come out to blind them. That time they don't even use the smoke. No one's at the corner, and Arya just walks up to a free shot.
Yeah, affNity looking really strong right now.
That's a debate, though. I mean, if you're going to go A, do you just want to play really passively there as they were attempting to do with Fruit, or do you still want to rush that angle just to hold them off on B if you're going to be that lurk player? I guess that's an individual decision. Either way, they're going to execute. So smokes are going to come out from mouseSpaz here at the tunnels. This is different, I guess you could say. It's not often teams get the time to slow down in that position because usually there's such a forward aggressive defense that they have to take the fight and then execute immediately after. But they do get the smokes out. They land perfectly. One on the connector door, one inside the hut, and one up on the railing. They do come around the corner, but Davey was in a good spot to take down Demise. Zek he'll take down Fox, but look at that. Abe, Arya, they still have a crossfire firmly in place, and Arya gets the shot with the op to close it out.
Yeah, 6-0. Not just giant killers, 8-2 in this week so far in Counterstrike, and they're looking stellar here early on to a team mouseSpaz who beat Luminosity on this map. So they know the map. They have some things down. Had some very well executed strategies against Luminosity on it. But here they're losing everything. They're losing the battles, the trades. They're losing the 2-on-2s. They're losing the early picks. affNity is able to establish a really strong defense, and they have a lot of bank built up. And it's going to be another heavy B play for mouseSpaz. They do eat a grenade, Demise down to 82, but Molotov slowing down from hitting the site. Abe playing close up, and now he's going to smoke it off, but they might just run through that. Imps is very close. He gets by, but he gets the headshot. Polly trades him out. Fox is there to respond. Trying to prevent this swarm out of the bomb site. Pulls out his pistol. Does get one more. He's being wrapped around. That's Fruit with the kill, but Davies coming in to clean things up, but they did get the plant. That's all mouseSpaz wanted, so they get 2 kills, they get the bomb plant, and that's going to give them some economy to work with into the next gun round.
Big play to get that down, but again, affNity not looking all that phased by it. They give up 2, sure, but they've got economy working massively in their favor. 59. Aria's maxed out, so he'll go for a drop by. Pick up that op again, and then they'll just firmly... I mean, 10 for Davey. They're gonna... this is full control. The only difference is Fox on 17. 37 for Abe. They've been dropping down, but they've been playing really aggressively. They've been the guys that are in the forward positions on B that have been setting up those crossfires, and they're finding kills to compensate for it. Fox is on 9. Abe's at 7. Jason's the efficient one at 9 and 4. 6 and 1 for Davey, though. He hasn't died much at all. And this time, mouseSpaz is going to slow it down again. They'll have their... This is interesting. They're that worried about a counter boost on... drop that they're both sitting back and just aiming in that position to see what's going to happen while one player solo lurks into the hallways. That's Impsta.
Nicely done. Got his name correct there. Very, very
I was
impressed.
wondering what you were alluding to.
I'm looking for Zek here with this AWP. He's a huge impact player for mouseSpaz, and this is something that they need to get going is this op, because they're having trouble establishing early control anywhere. They're having trouble with early picks, and one way to kind of counteract that is get to your opper involved. Have him open some things up for you, but Zek not able to find anything. The defense not giving him any peeks.
Abe's still in decent position. Passive at drops. Needs Fox to collect the kills when they come out, and he does. Perfect play from him to get those 2, otherwise they can split easily onto the A site. Now it just leaves Zex with the op. And they've got control. They've got an early rotation. Zek does still have the bomb to get across. There's a smoke on the initial connection point, so Fox won't be able to spot the cross himself, but look at Arya's position. He's still up on the Preacher spot. Zek, he tries to go out and get the peek on it. A little bit aggressive. Arya gets 1 for free. 8-0.
Yeah, affNity as individual players are playing these situationals very smart, not giving up any kind of peeks. Zek in that situation, if he can find a one-on-one fight and whittle it down with that AWP, I mean... He has a shot in that round. He had the map control, but no one peeking at any of these angles that he was watching. So Arya just holding an off angle and able to take him out before he gets into the bomb site. They were waiting for him to get in there to plant, and they were just going to swarm it. mouseSpaz being very, very efficiently shut down here by affNity.
Again, it's Arya this time that gets up with the op at the B corner. They're actually going to let him get boosted up. They need to do it so quickly, though, because that smoke does go up by them time. That flash will give them even more, and there you go. Arya fires through the edge of it. He finds Pauly. This is the first time they've actually grouped up here since the first round, and Arya's counting back out. He gets the 3rd. Abe's going to support him and allow him potentially to pick up the 4th, although Zek makes better on the shot, and Abe, though, he easily comes back in. So, excellent play from them. Good adjustment as well to get that op up close when they knew they had time. That secondary flash really bought it for them, because they looked like they were poised to go through that smoke.
Yeah, a lot of defense here. I mean, Arya pushes up that round and just completely punishes them. mouseSpaz does not have a single response. And it's surprising that they were able to manage, they were able to hit that B bomb site very, very well against Luminosity. They were able to swing wide on the platform, but affNity not even letting them gain any ground whatsoever. Now they switch over towards A, and so does Arya. He gets that kill, he's immediately traded off. Oh, and Demise continues the spray, transfers it over to Jason R in danger, takes him out. There goes Davey as well. This is the best looking round for mouseSpaz, but 2 players with 5 combined HP. Any stray bullet can even things up.
Abe take down Zek. Gives the advantage again to affNity, and look at the space that creates for Fox to just walk in behind the APC. He'll catch Pauly, bomb back on the ground, and past. I did it on purpose that time, Jason. Manages to get around behind them, but he needs to be able to hit the shot, and Fox nails it. Now he's got a chance to get this bomb recovered, but Abe's going to try and do the same thing and double flank the flanker. And he manages to do so successfully. Impsta realized late, but was too late.
I think it was Demise walked into Pauly's molly with 1 HP. Pauly mollied off the balcony.
Pauly molly.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a little awkward. But Demise he's trying to flank somebody, and he walks right onto the edge of the fire with 1 health and gets taken out by a teammate's Molotov. That's so unfortunate. So a good-looking round for mouseSpaz, but the damage was dealt early on, and it allowed affNity to recover nicely in a 2-on-4.
Molotov off on drop. to give Davey a bit of space to work with. This flash on Abe, though, it's such a passive angle to hold from the B connection. Fox and Abe both so far back this time that mouseSpaz has already dropped inside the site. Ipsta's gonna find Fox, but the nade comes out from Jason R. Damage done on Demise, and Davey, there's two, tries to turn it around and make it three. That would have been remarkable, but Abe's still there to close it out. So even when they get in the site, they get nowhere close enough to a bomb plant.
Well,
and this is all going one way here.
Yeah, their slow strats didn't work out whatsoever at the beginning of this half, and affNity was able to just pick them apart easily. Now when they try and switch things up and go into fast, they got some nice entries last round, but the utility, the Molotovs, the grenades, the smokes, the utility out of affNity is doing so much damage and just wrecking everything mouseSpaz wants to do quickly. I mean, without even a bullet being shot by affNity, there were 3 players sub 50 HP just from Molotovs and grenades that round.
Well, shot by Arya. Look how aggressive that was. He was beyond the exit point of long A, all the way out looking at lower B. That's frustrating at that point for mouseSpaz. Zek, though, does find Abe, and Fox, though, he never left. He never left his perch. A wily Fox. 12-0. 12-0. I said, do you want me to say that one more time, Jason?
Yeah, for emphasis, really.
All right, I'm not going to do it just because you asked. So we're going to see mouseSpaz have to try and come in on the T side with not much money to work with. This time, though, obviously needs to go unsaid, but money bonus, they'll be able to get out at least 2 Galos to complement these 3 AKs.
Yeah, they need to get, I mean, a couple of rounds to give them any kind of a window into a comeback, which isn't looking likely. affNity outplaying mouseSpaz in pretty much every aspect of the game at the moment. They're even comfortable only having a 2-man defense on this B bomb site. They've shut them down there. They think they're going to go back towards A. Abe sprays through the smoke, isn't able to find anything. Actually, both defenders out of ammo. Abe's forced to pull out a pistol. Davey needs to reload here. He's getting swarmed. He has Zek coming out drop. He's got to win that battle. He looks away a little bit. That gives Zek time. So now he's been spotted out. The rotations have to come in. And Davey eventually just gets countered. He gets pushed from so many different angles. Jason R's got to do something here, but him too gets into a 1-on-3. This is looking good for mouseSpaz once again. It's a 2-on-3 retake.
Well, potentially they can make this work. Break that goose egg. Fox, though, he comes around. Fruit was unaware. He was looking to the right. He gets caught off. He finds Demise as well, who doesn't respond because he's completely distracted. And now Zek has to retake the retake as he gets on the front side of them, manages to slip away, and Arya's going to find him with this. So it's all for naught. They come that close. And they'll get this defuse. Arya. I mean, I guess the good news is, for all you people who have been pre-jinking during this on a Saturday night, you'll get to the bar a little bit sooner because affNity are making quick work of this matchup.
Yeah, they really are. And there's another round that they just shouldn't have lost there on a 3-on-2. They had some good post-plant positionings. Their player on that B platform just got a little bit caught off guard, trying to jump down and do a little bit too much, gets shot in the side. And that's just unfortunate, but a bomb plant is going to give mouseSpaz 5 AKs and full utility, and they're going to use this for another fast mid-push. This time, affNity only has 2 players here at A. Jason R gets one from Danger, and he's got a teammate backing him up. That's Fox. The Fox is getting wrapped on. He wins his battle against Paulie, and Jason R gets one more. Great defense here by affNity. These 2 players doing work, and mouseSpaz is stopped cold once again.
I think this would be the first 15-0 half in pro season this year, would it not?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Very possible, but you might have just jinxed it, to be completely honest with you. You might have just ruined everything.
I'm sorry. If that happens, if this happens, yeah, I won't say what I was going to say, but if this happens, I should definitely probably not talk for the rest of the night, and you can solo cast.
Don't punish me for your error.
You can take the night off. We'll see. Because Jason R, he's not going to allow it to happen. He's already doing me a favor right now as he does take down Demise and Impstep. mouseSpaz want to execute on B off the back of that, though. They do have the bomb in that position again. Really passive hold. Fox already rotating away, so Abe has to be aware that they've already crossed into the site. Needs to land the shots. They haven't crossed over to the statue, though, so bomb's not in position. Abe does get traded as Paulie finds him, but Fox rotates back quickly, and there we go. Fox even gets the TK. Screw you, Davey. I wanted that kill, and there it is. We're going to get that 15-0.
Yeah, we are. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, all you have to play for at the moment now, if your mouseSpaz, is prevent the goose egg, and that's kind of brutal. affNity looking so incredibly strong, and it's crazy to see this because I mean, this is a team mouseSpaz that beat Luminosity on this map. So, I
It's
mean, we
actually
talk,
very true. Lex,
we
do you
talk
have an
about-
answer for that? I know you're in chat, Lex. You're making terrible jokes. Apparently, you're terrible at Cobblestone. Please advise. Did I take it too far?
I mean, you'd have to ask Lex that question.
He'll answer me, I'm sure. But pistol's underway. We'll see if they can go one further right now. For affNity, they've already got the early damage as Demise is down. Zek as well. Paulie's out of it. It's all on Fruit. How quick was that for affNity? And how quick was the entire match? 16-0. The first one of Pro League, I think, on both sides of the water. I don't think anyone in Europe's done that task yet. So affNity is making up for lost ground in the season. Like you said, 8-2 this week. This is a massive turnaround. I don't even know where this form